What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened here? I just can't believe I have to make another fucking video. And so soon. But it just pissed me off immediately, guys. I'm being fucking serious. I'm not doing this for shit and giggles like when I did Mighty Number fucking 9. That basically is a big joke of a video. I don't really take it that seriously, but this No Man's Sky being a fucking trash, I take this seriously because there's no way I can explain to you. I'm gonna show you a lot of images. I'm gonna show you a lot, and there is no way it's gonna represent the fucking disaster that this game is. So let me explain. The game is supposed to be an exploration and kind of your journey through the whatever you do in a galaxy that has a quintillion randomly generated planets with flora and fauna and whatever, and robots. They're fucking robots too, and NPCs, other extraterrestrial races, stuff like that, and weird monoliths. And it sounds interesting. Probably sounds interesting, but when you get into the game and you start exploring the planets and you realize that planets are fucking empty, and probably they have like, I don't know, 1 or 2 NPCs per planet, and the NPCs talk in a different language that doesn't really have a voice over. It just sounds like this. Really, it sounds like fucking nothing. And you have to learn the languages, and until you learn the languages, you kinda have to answer them a question, which is basically luck. This is not even the thing, guys. This is not even the problem. Let's talk about the concept versus execution of this game, because I know that Sean Murray, which is the director and creator of No Man's Sky, had a really cool concept. He thought about creating a universe which felt like you were alone in it, even though there are extraterrestrials. But he thought about creating an adventure that will make you feel lonely, but at the same time it will make you discover things, because in the game you fucking discover planets and animals, and you can upload it to the servers. And I imagine at some point someone might look at one of your planets with your name on it, but the problem with that is that it's a single player experience, and Sean Murray himself has said that it's almost fucking impossible that anyone will ever see a planet named by you, or much less even encounter you, because the planets are randomly generated when you enter the server. So an instance when you find someone, or when you find someone else's planet, is almost impossible. He said that. That's not me saying it. So what's the fucking point about naming planets and animals and putting a planet that's named like quiff farts? Who's gonna see that fucking shit? Who's gonna see my clever name? No one. No one's gonna ever seen queen farts. Quiff farts, sorry. Queen farts could be a good name too. No one. So what's the point? And he talked in the concept of the creation of the game. He talked about you doing whatever you want. You creating your story, kind of. you can do and go farm resources or be a pirate, he said, and whatever. And in the final game, guys, that I already played for like 10 hours, there are no options. There is not your journey. Your journey is the same journey that every other player is doing, because the only thing that you're going to do when you play No Man's Sky is the cycle of resources. Resources is mining the rocks. You're gonna see the videos where I'm mining fucking rocks all the fucking time. I'm mining rocks, mining rocks. I'm mining rocks to get to be able to mine more rocks in the future, because the fucking pistol that mines the rocks uses fuel that is in the rocks. So did you get that? Did you really get that? I mean, the ship needs fuel, so it needs more rocks. Your shields need rocks. Minerals, there are minerals, of course. Your fucking you need to buy stuff to able to travel from planet to planet in faster than light travel. That is more materials and money. You need to either way get a lot of resources so you can sell them, so you can buy better shit. So at the same time that you're doing the cycle of resources to be able to do more resources later, you're also doing resources to buy more shit, to have more money to buy more shit. Because if you go and try to be a pirate and attack a fucking freighter, the only thing that's gonna accomplish is that there are gonna be like 2 or 3 ships, enemy ships, and they're gonna destroy you in less than a minute. And if you ever had, I only had one encounter when I had only one ship after me, and I managed to destroy the ship, and it was because it was only one ship, and it almost destroyed me. And I have a better ship than the ship that you begin at the beginning of the game, so I have the ship upgraded, and it's still a piece of fucking shit now. So that's not an option. That's not an option. Being a pirate is not an option. The only option that you're gonna have is the same fucking gameplay. I dare you guys. I fucking dare you. See gameplay of any other person in the fucking YouTube, because everyone is going to be doing let's plays of this game, because it's the big release of the year. It's a huge hype over this game. And everyone of course has to make money over YouTube and Twitch, so everyone's gonna be streaming it and everyone's gonna be recording it. And I was going to do a playthrough of it because I believed in the fucking game. I believed in the concept. I love space exploration since I was a kid. One of my first games that I ever that I still love was Master of Orion, and probably you've never heard of that game, but Master of Orion was a space exploration simulation game. I have Elite Dangerous. Maybe you didn't hear about it, but Elite Dangerous is kind of like No Man's Sky, but it's more simulation. No Man's Sky is more arcadey. It's not really simulation, and now I'm gonna explain why it's not really simulation. Because in Elite Dangerous you have a lot of fucking shit to do, guys. You have bounty hunters, you to hunt. You know, you have pirates. You can be a pirate yourself. You can trade minerals, but it's actually not fucking with rocks like in No Man's Sky. It's actually going to planets and do a lot of shit, technical shit, simulation type of shit that takes hours, that feels like you're doing something. You get to travel from a solar system to another solar system in a faster than light travel without spending that much resources, so you don't have to be constantly gathering resources. And at the same time you have to engage the brakes before you enter the other solar system, because if not you can crash into the fucking sun, and that has happened to me. You crash into the fucking sun and your ship fucking explodes. Now in No Man's Sky there is nothing of this. There is nothing, guys. There are no bounty hunts. There are no fucking pirates. There are no pushing the brake on the ship or whatever. When you approach a planet, it will brake for you. Your ship will never crash on the surface of the planet. It will brake for you. It will always brake before arriving at a citadel or a citadel. There are no fucking citadels. What is this, Mass Effect? At a space stations. There are space stations where you can see other NPCs fucking around. They never get out of the ships though. They just land and they never get out of the ships. So it's kind of like watching some kind of play in motion. It doesn't feel like immersive, because that's what I wanted. I wanted an exploration in space that felt immersive. I wanted to feel inside a journey and share it with you guys. I wanted to kind of create like an episodic journey of me discovering things and always doing some new shit. But the truth is that there is no fucking shit to do except for mining fucking rocks. Imagine a fucking, I don't know, imagine a fucking 100 episodes of me mining rocks to try to get to the middle of the fucking galaxy, because that's kind of the purpose of the game. Get to the middle of the fucking galaxy, and I haven't gotten to it, and I'll update whatever there actually is in the middle of the fucking galaxy when I get to it. But I'm really sure it's going to disappoint me at this point. I'm really fucking sure. The combat, guys, is really bad. So as I mentioned before, don't get into combat. It's really fucking bad. It's one of the worst combats. The combats, when you descend on a planet and you are in first-person shooter, the FOV is so close in the PS4 version that you're watching the images right now, right? I mean, you have the weapon, you don't even see your hand. You have the weapon in front of the fucking... The weapon obscures like 40% of the entire fucking screen. It's so fucking hard to get accustomed to that. And then you have to actually shoot robots with it. And it's so awkward. It's the worst first-person shooter I've ever experienced too. So it's the worst fucking exploration game. It's the worst first-person shooter. It's the worst fucking space combat. Wow, the space combat is really bad. So what is out there to rescue about this game? It's $60 fucking dollars. This game costs like Uncharted 4. This game is a AAA game. $60 game. This is a $20 game, guys. I fingers crossed here. Fucking fingers crossed. $20 fucking dollars, guys. I wouldn't pay more than 20 fucking dollars. This looks like early access. It doesn't look like a finished product. Everything is too fucking empty, and everything you do is without purpose. Everything, all the planets are kind of nice looking. You've probably seen in the images that there are moments in the game when it looks beautiful, when you're entering a planet or you're exiting a planet, and there is no loading screen between them, and it's all made seamless. And there is a really ugly pop-in sometimes, and it's kind of obnoxious, but you kind of get used to it, and you kind of exit and enter the planets, and there are no loading screens between those two instances. So that's really cool. I don't complain about the graphics. The graphics are actually it could have been better, but they are serviceable. I mean, the problems is not the graphics. The problems is the fucking gameplay. It's boring as fucking shit. You can't even die in this game. This is the worst part, guys, because you're gonna say, okay, but the game is for 7 years old and forward. It says 7 and forward. So maybe Mr. Murray, what he wanted is to everyone be able to play it without frustration, so you can never die, right? Because I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not fucking kidding you. Again, you cannot crash into a space station even if you warp or even if you're traveling at faster than light speed towards the fucking space station. You will break. The game will break the ship. Not break it. I mean, the game will stop the ship at meters away from the space station by itself, with no interaction from you, so you don't have to do anything. The same goes when you are entering a planet. You cannot actually crash into the planet, because in Elite Dangerous you can actually crash into a space station, or into a planet, or into an asteroid, or into another ship, or into any fucking structure that is flying out there. In No Man's Sky you cannot crash into anything. There is no crashing system. You know what happens when you fly into a fucking asteroid that is 10 times bigger than you? And you will think, I'm fucked because I'm traveling at maybe not faster than light, but I'm traveling at a really high speed. I think it's called pulse speed or something like that. It's a really fast velocity, and you kind of see the huge asteroid coming at you, and you don't have any time to dodge it, and you crash directly fucking into it. You know what happens? The asteroid breaks and you get the minerals, like if you were farming it, because yes, you can farm asteroids too, because you have to, because the asteroids contain the fucking resource that you need to travel to space. So you crash into an asteroid, and you only lose like 1/4 of the entire health of the ship. 1/4. The asteroid should have fucking annihilated the ship. But you got this fucking easy game here. But at the contrast of that, you have the death mechanic. And the death mechanic is that if you actually die, which it happened to me only once, because what I said that happened to me. Like I went to rob a freighter. I went to do a kind of more fun that, fucking mining rocks, and I got butt fucked by 3 ships, and I got immediately destroyed. And the death mechanic is that, and listen to this, and it's gonna sound really close to other game, guys. If you die, you get like a sort of mark in the space that you died, or in the planet that you die. Wherever you die, you it's called a tombstone, and it's a kind of like a monolith, a little monolith. If you get back to the monolith, you recover everything that you had in your inventory. If you die on your way to the monolith, you lose everything that you had in your inventory at that time. Does that sound like close to another game, maybe? So you have an extremely punishable mechanic for death, almost roguelike. And then you have a game that is almost as easy as shit. You have to actually fuck it up to die. I've fallen like 100 fucking meters and only lose half of my health in a planet. I don't know. I don't know what else. I'm gonna say something that is in favor of Sean Murray and this disaster of a game that he released. When Elite Dangerous first released, and when, for example, EVE Online, which is probably the best space simulator game out there, first launch, they were also pieces of shit. They were unfinished products, they were boring, there was nothing to do, there were the same fucking problems, or kind of the same fucking problems on No Man's Sky, and they got better through several patches. EVE Online is now probably the best ever simulator online, and Elite Dangerous is really good if you like to, you know, simulate that you are actually in a ship trying to fly through space. Is really good. Now they are both really good. No Man's Sky is a piece of fucking trash. Now, in a year from now, it could be really good. It could be really good. But right now, at $60 fucking dollars, is a bare bones experience. Is nothing at all. Is 5 hours and you get bored as fuck, because naming the little creatures and naming the little fucking monuments or whatever that you find, and naming the planets and naming the solar systems, it gets boring really fast. And then you only have the resources, and the resources get even faster. They get boring even fucking faster. And then when you try to do something different, you get shot out of the fucking sky. So what is there to do? This is the thing. Sean Murray said that this was your story. Everyone kept asking, what is No Man's Sky? What is No Man's Sky? What do you have to do in the game? And Sean Murray kept saying, this is your story. You're going to build it. You're going to do whatever you want, and that's going to be No Man's Sky. That's not true, because everyone is fucking breaking fucking rocks like I am, to try to travel to the next fucking planet so I can mine more rocks to travel to the next one, and so on and so forth, until I get to the fucking center of the galaxy and find out that everything was a creation of a Matrix robot and nothing is real, or whatever, you know. That's not that's not really the spoiler. I'm just inventing shit. It's going to be something stupid like that. So I get more disappointed than I am now. So what else can I say? Huge disappointment. I'm not a guy who gets hyped by games. Not anymore. I've been disappointed too much at this point. I'm just too bitter. I'm just a bitter old man here. But I had a hope with this game. I had a hope because the concept was good, but the concept is not what the finished product is. Now, if the concept is gonna be fulfilled in a year, maybe in a year when the game is actually good, I'll play it. But right now, I can only bring you this video, guys, because I was going to do a blind playthrough of this. We were going to do day 1, day 2, day 3, all the adventures, all the shit, me discovering the game with you guys, and a lot of cool stuff. But it was supposed to be a different game, not this. I'm going to be mining rocks for several fucking videos. That's never going to happen now. It's fucking cancelled. It's cancelled like the Turtles games that I also cancelled. It's cancelled like the Fallout permadeath that I also cancelled. Yes, guys, I was doing a Fallout 4 permadeath on survival. I had to cancel it because, not because the game is shit, but because my build was so overpowered that nothing could kill it, and it became boring because I kinda created a build that breaks the game. So whatever, fuck it. I cancelled that too. So many project cancels in the same months left me with almost no fucking shit to put up. I have the Soul Level 1 that I have to finish. I want to finish on stream and on video. I have Sultan Sanctuary to finish. What else do I have? The other thing is kind of a surprise that is coming, but probably it's not what you think it is. But it's a surprise. And then I'm going to have to start recording some old game, guys, until Mankind Divided lands, because I swear to fucking god, at this point I'm so fucking mad and disappointed at this fucking next generation of consoles, that if Mankind Divided is a fucking disappointment, I might fucking sell the PlayStation 4 and do a big Benedict and fucking get a good PC, so I can at least fucking play other games. I don't know what else is to play on PC anyways. Nothing to play there. What is the reason? Why is the reason why I bought the PS4? I'm wondering now. Like, why? Because of Bloodborne. Because if I have to think about one single reason why the PS4 was worth it, is Bloodborne. Bloodborne is the best Soulsborne game. It's the best one. It's a fucking incredible game, and it's worth the fucking console. What else is there? Uncharted was a fucking mess. I loved the story, I loved the characters, I loved the whole game, but it wasn't what I was expecting. It was a disappointment for me personally. Metal Gear, The Phantom Pain, was a disappointment, a huge fucking disappointment. That is not exclusive though, but it was a fucking disappointment. What else? Turtles was a piece of fucking crap. Platinum finally made a crappy game, I guess. What else released that was, well, Dark Souls 3 was good. I mean, Dark Souls 3 probably is the game of the year at this point, for me at least. Unless Mankind Divided proves to be an incredible game. I hope it really is, because after Mankind Divided, what is there? The South Park game? And I'm not saying that even like I think I like the Stick of Truth, and I'm hoping that the Fractured But Whole is really good. But what is there? The Last Guardian, Final Fantasy 15, which can be a huge fucking disaster too. Oh my god, this is another one of those years when we ended up playing old games and remastered games of old games. This is another fucking year, and the year before this one I said, well, next year is gonna be good, and now this year, because Nier Automata and Neo and all these clearly fucking good games got pushed to 2017, I have to say the same shit again. Well, maybe next year is gonna be good, but I seem to be repeating myself here. I seem to see a pattern here, and I don't like the pattern, guys. I don't fucking like it, and I'm really pissed off at No Man's Sky. I'm gonna keep playing it though, because it's fucking $60, and there is no way to get the money back. But besides that, I want to see the fucking end, because I want to see what the fuck is at the center of the galaxy, because that's gonna be another what's wrong with. It's gonna disappoint me, so that's gonna be another one. But I want to finish. I want to keep playing it because I want to see everything that's got to offer, because deep down inside I don't want to really. It seems like I'm destroying the game, right? And I only played 10 hours of it, so take it as a first impressions. But it's a really fucking bad first impressions, guys. It's a really bad one. Like, if the game suddenly picks up and becomes a fucking adventure, I may even do another video apologizing for doing this one, because I got pissed too soon or something. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm sorry I had to cancel this. This was supposed to be one of the big surprises of August, and now it's cancelled. I cannot do it. I cannot do it anyways. I know that a lot of people are gonna be playing it anyway, even though it's bad, and they're gonna be saying it's good, and they're gonna, overreact over fucking mining a rock. because that's the thing they do, because that they need money, they need views, they need whatever. I don't fucking care. Even if I had 1 fucking million subscribers, I would cancel No Man's Sky playthrough. I don't care. I'm never going to play a game that I don't feel like playing, or that I think that is a piece of shit, because I don't get the games for free. And even if I got them for free, I will destroy them either way, even if that costs me in the future that game developer would not give me the games anymore. I have to buy them, and I give you the real shit, even if when I don't buy them, even when I get a free copy, which it happens once in a fucking month, I wish, once in a fucking year, even then I give you a real fucking truth of a review, like I did with Fury. I really loved Fury. I did a fucking S rank, which is one of the toughest games of the year, and I don't do that if I don't really like the game. So and even then I really hated some parts of it, and I don't know what else to say. Just trust me that I'm going to keep getting cool and new videos of games that I truly like, and there are going to be some old games that I want to do. There are going to be, all, of course, challenge runs. Yeah, the new game in this month is gonna be Deus Ex Mankind Divided. At this point, guys, No Man's Sky is fucking cancelled. So I'm gonna be doing a ghost walkthrough, ghost pacifist, when I don't kill anyone and nobody sees me. Mankind Divided walkthrough, and that's gonna come even later than the release, because I actually have to play it once to be able to start building the strategies in the levels to actually do that. It's not really like I cannot do it in the first fucking playthrough, but I might stream the first playthrough, so that's something that I want to do. I might stream a couple of parts of the first playthrough, and put some gameplay on the channel, of course, and then I'll do that with Mankind Divided. But that's the new shit that's gonna come. No Man's Sky is cancelled, guys, and I'm sorry, but I'm not bullshitting you. I was really hopeful for this game, and this game might turn out to be decent or even very good, but it's going to be like 6 months to a year from now. I mean, if it is really good in a year and it's worthy of doing the project that I was going to do now, I'll do it then. But right now, I have to come out and tell you the fucking truth. This is a first impressions. Take it as a first impressions. I'm going to finish the game, and then I'm gonna probably do another What's Wrong With, a lot less pissed off, maybe. And I'm not gonna say the same shit that I said here. It's probably gonna be a shorter one. Just gonna say the is it worth it to buy, is it not worth it to buy, you know, a real review. Because you know another thing that happened, and this video never ends, I know, but you know another thing that happened, the reviewers never got the codes to review the game. So the game already released and there is not a single review out, because they released a day one patch which included tons of fucking changes into the game. So the people that got the review codes got an old version of the game to review, so they couldn't review it until the day one patch hit. And when the day one patch hits is midnight on release date. So they're rushing the reviews right now. So people already bought the game. You get what I'm saying? And this is not a first. This has happened before, but this is a practice that has to end. We need the reviews to be up 4 or 5 days prior to the fucking release. This is embarrassing, Sean Murray. This is fucking embarrassing. I know that you are a good guy. I know that you are a little developer. I know that you're not a big AAA developer, but and I know that this is your passion project, and it looks like I'm talking to you and you're never going to hear this video, but whatever. I know that this was his project, his passion project, and I know the concept that he had on his mind was incredibly big and incredibly ambitious, and it turned out to be another Peter Molyneux's game, you know, like the Fable games and the fucking Black and White. You don't even remember that one. And Spore. Oh my god, Spore. You know, it's just really sad. It's just really sad because I finally got a new game to bring to the channel, and it was a big release too, and it's a piece of fucking trash, and there is no way I can make it fun. There is no way, guys. There's no fucking way I can make a playthrough of me bitching like every single minute about every single thing that I do. If you want that playthrough, I'll bring it to you. I'll bring a lot of videos of me, you know, breaking rocks and saying how bad it is to break rocks, and traveling to other planets where I need to break more rocks, and saying how bad it is to do that. But I don't think that's going to entertain you. I don't think that's gonna be fun, so I'm probably not going to do it. No. This was what's wrong with No Man's Sky. First look, I'm probably going to put first look because it is a first look. There is no way I finished the game in less than 10 hours after the fucking release. Oh, by the way, the people who bought No Man's Sky on disc, on physical disc, they also got the old version, and they also needed the day one patch. So if for some reason some of these people who got the disc don't have access to internet, or have a crappy internet, or the day that they got it they have the fucked up internet, they played the fucking old version of No Man's Sky, which is even worse than all that I said in this video. Now you tell me if that sounds fair, because they bought the game physical and they pay the same price as the rest of the people who bought it digital and got the day one patch. I don't think that's fair. I think this is a disaster of a release. This is a disaster of a media marketing. It's a marketing disaster too, and the game is a fucking disaster too. So thank you for watching, guys, and good vibes, right? This is a good vibes channel. Get those good vibes up. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry, but I'm just frustrated. And I'll see you in the next project, which is probably going to be a lot happier than this fucking shit. Take care.